Okay, do you want to start? Should I start? How do we start? Hi, everyone. Welcome to Confessions of a Desi Drama Queen. I can't explain what turmoil we've gone through to get here.
Specifically, Amna.
It's been a week, and it's been a 24 hours for me. 48, actually.
It's been a
48 hours. Yeah. Context, story time. So 2 days ago, we sat and recorded a solid episode.
Just to give you timeline, today's Saturday. We recorded on Thursday.
And all week, like Sana she's leaving for a trip in like...
Yeah, I'm going to Hawaii.
She's leaving for a trip in like 15 hours.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's 3:30 p.m. Her flight's at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And we're here. I'm here while Muzi's packing and there's stuff going on. And so we want to record Thursday. And we're going to talk about Hawaii because like how excited.
I know, I'm so excited. Well, we're going where we've been. But yes, we'll talk about that next week. But this is...
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you can talk about it now.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Right now?
Sure.
Okay. So guys... like I'm announcing something. I'm going to Kauai. Muzi and I are going to Kauai tomorrow. We're just going for like... Is this safe? Yeah, we're going for like a week. And I'm so excited. We've been once before. We went with Rimsha and Musa. It was so much fun. And this time it's just Muzi and I, and we're doing all like the more chill stuff. So hiking and the beach. And so if you have recommendations when this comes out, send them to me because I'll be there through next week.
By that point, you're just going to be like, this is my home and I live here. And she's going to be like, I'm like, you're fully going to like, not even cosplay, but like live there.
Before going to Thailand, Kauai was like my favorite place in the world. I was like, I cried when I came back.
Oh, yeah.
I literally cried leaving, and then Muzi was like trying to hold his laugh, but I literally could not stop crying. I was like, this was so surreal. This place is so surreal. So I'm really excited to go back. Like, and I had been telling Muzi for months that we should go back. I kept being like, I don't know. I really want to go to Kauai. I really want to go back. And then we also were like, we want to go to a new destination because we feel like this time is so limited before kids, and we're like,
yeah, why not?
New. We should check something else off our list. And then somehow we just ended. It just was like the one thing that worked out best. It made most sense. The pricing, we were trying to be under a budget, so it just like worked out. And then I was like, that's crazy, because for months I was like, I really want to go, and then we tried to figure out all these other places, and we ended right back at Kauai.
Oh my god, you're gonna have the best freaking time.
Packing for that.
Amazing. So 2 days ago, Thursday, we recorded such a fun episode. We're like crying, laughing, we're having a time. We're like, yeah, we have to record early because Saturday is the day before you're leaving, blah, blah, blah. We have all this shit going on. And then Thursday, we're going to the same place.
Yeah.
We have dinner with our family. We're going to the same place.
Family.
But I just had to leave a little earlier to pick up my husband. So as we're leaving, basically, long story short, I lost the memory card that holds the video of the episode we recorded. And when I tell you guys, I actually snapped. I had a full episode that only like 6 hours after the fact, and after I showed them the damage, them as in Sana and Hafsa, like what I had been up to, they were like, okay. That's when I was like, oh, I had an episode. Like, I fully cracked. It was my 13th reason. I lost my mind. It was so bad. I lost the memory card. I checked the car many times.
Let's backtrack for a second, because even me giving, like, normally we leave it in the camera. You know what I mean? Normally we have a different process.
We have a system.
Yeah, we have a system. But for some reason, she was leaving, and I was like, no. You take the memory card and the adapter, that you take it, because I'm like, it's safer with you. You take it. And then I was like, do you want a Ziploc? And she's like,
I said no. Why? I don't know why.
Throw it in my bag. But everything, we were just like, yeah, what? No, it's fine. You know? And then we're at dinner, and you were like, no. So then, go ahead.
No. So then we both remember me putting the memory card and our little hard drive thing in my bag.
Yeah.
I put a bunch of other shit in my bag.
Yeah.
And then I get home, I pick my husband, we have to switch out cars. It's a whole Tesla charging thing. So we're switching out cars, and when I went to pick up my bag, I noticed some stuff had fallen out. And I even checked for the memory card. I'm like, did it fall out? No. I'm in the car, I'm putting my hand for it. I realized there's a hole in the pocket of my bag where I had dropped the memory card. And this bag, it was like my work bag. So like it has a bunch of like broken zips and shit. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It was on its tail end. But I was like, oh, so it must be in the bag. And then I'm feeling for him. This is like, just check before we get to dinner. I'm like, you're right. I have like, because, oh my God, another announcement, which I had announced last time. We bought a house. So I have all this shit in my bag. And I'll talk about that. But I have all this stuff in my bag, like IKEA closet stoppers and shit, and like a wood plank and measuring tape, lip gloss, and our media shit. So then I can't find it. Then we get to dinner. I'm like, Sana, are you sure you gave it to me? I knew she gave it to me, but I just really was hoping.
I know. I was hoping too. I was like, maybe we left it on the counter. It's fine.
It's somewhere. And then I went home. I couldn't find it. I checked both cars. And then we like went back to where we were charging the Tesla. And then we went back home. And then I had a dream about it. The next morning. In my dream, I'm telling myself, like, Amna, it's right here.
Dude, the dream is how you really know. Like, when it creeps into your dreams.
Dude, and in my dream, I was like, don't forget when you wake up. Like, so fucking scary. And then I woke up like, where did I put it? And I can't remember. I don't know where, even in my dreams. Even in my dreams, I can't remember shit.
Dude, all of a sudden we're religious. I'm like, did you read the dua? Did you read the dua when you forget things?
The next morning when I woke up, I went back to the Tesla. You guys, in the backseat of my Tesla are my reading light. It's 2 light bulbs on each side of my shoulders, and you can adjust the whatever. There's a butter knife, scissors, and blue tape because I was trying to make like a makeshift sticky magnet shank thing because I'm pretty sure it fell in this one little crevice under the Tesla seat, but it curves downwards.
And it just so happens that this crevice leads into the entire like
the rest
of the car.
And then I even took it to the Tesla shop. And then I went to the restaurant. Then I'm looking where we parked. Then
tell them what you did at Tesla.
At Tesla?
Yeah.
What did I do at Tesla?
Like you were like asking them to check it. And
yeah, I went to Tesla and I was like, hey guys, like I'm about to pull this thing out of my car. I don't know if it's gonna stop, like break my car. And they were like, just bring it in. I'm like, it's a memory card. It had to have fallen down there. They were like, oh, they checked. They were really nice. They checked. They said they couldn't find it. And I'm like, I feel like if you just gave me what?
I just see a fly. It's like really killing me.
You're staring at the wallpaper. And I was like, we're losing it. We're going crazy.
Dude, the fly, it's like literally
terrorizing her in her own house.
It's going to send me into a spiral, dude. This fly, even last time we were recording, the fly was just, but anyways, go ahead.
No, last time the fly was literally taunting us and we talked about it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How we're going to kill this fly.
And now it's still, and you're talking and I'm like,
I was like, what did you doing?
Is it?
So anyways, then my bag, you guys, I will insert a photo. This is when I realized later on that like, oh, I fully lost it, is I took scissors and I cut out the entire lining of the inside of the bag. And then I cut every little like pocket and zipper. And I was so mad. And by this point, like I've already obviously told Sana, she's like, dude, it's okay. We'll figure it out. She's being so nice and supportive. But I was like, I have to find it. I went crazy. Then Sana came over and
I'm like, don't worry, Amna, when I'm there, we'll find it.
And I was like, she's gonna find it. Also,
it's
talking about how we get religious when we like lose shit. I'm like, God, if you're with me, I know you're with me. You are the most merciful and the most kind. Please, 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 please. And I'm going crazy. And then when Sana comes, I take her to see my new house, and we're in the street.
Yeah.
And she has this genius idea, guys. Women in STEM. She's like, I'm gonna drive really fast and then brake really hard, and everything will move to the front. And then I'm like, should I do it reverse?
We're like, if we break, and she goes, physics.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. So everything's gonna fly out from under your car. We'll find it. It's gonna
come out. So the visual is me like as if I'm about to drive an F1 race.
Fully.
She's holding on for dear life.
I'm one arm holding the seat where Amna's at. She's like, hold on. I'm like, I'm holding. And then the other half of me is under her little vent thing where it probably went down with the reading light. And I'm like, I'm ready, go! And then she's like reversing at like 30 speed.
It's like 5. There's someone's ring camera that's caught us just going back and forth.
And then braking.
And I was like, this is my new neighborhood. I have a reputation to uphold. They're going to be like, who are these bitches doing this? Also, I'm scared. I'm scared to do the full brake.
Because the brake is like a hard brake.
Like, it's a Tesla, so it's like, she's trying to kill herself. Like... So the Tesla's like not letting me brake really hard. And I'm like, what more can you take from me? I was so mad.
I've already lost my dignity.
Oh my God.
I've
lost everything to my name.
And then it literally, her day just keeps... Dude, we don't find it. I'm like, the vacuum? Should we vacuum it out? We're also getting bit up. I don't know what the fuck is inside her car.
Oh my God, there's so much happening.
Then we leave there. She is hitting curbs. She's like, sorry. Oh, wrong road. Sorry. I was like, oh.
Okay. I'm my anxiety or my energy, I'm like on actual cocaine to the point where we had to stop at the mall, and Sana's like, Amna, I just need you to bring it down just a little bit. I'm like, you're right. Like, eyes twinkling. I'm like, you're right. I do. I'm fine. And like, I'm hitting things. I got a ticket.
She got a ticket.
Like, it just kept.
Oh, the leftovers of this. We're getting ready for
a
girls'
away my
night.
husband's whole dinner plate.
He comes home like excited for like the leftovers from the restaurant we went to, and she's like, it's in the it's in the fridge, and he's like, it's not there. And then she comes back in. At this point, she's just so defeated. Mind you, it's the same day she went to Tesla, same day she went to the restaurant. And she's like, I threw out his leftovers, dude. I accidentally threw them out. And then she's like, I
really was missing the mark yesterday. And then, okay, a couple of days ago, I knew that what day was coming up. But I'm going to go into it all the time. But basically... should I go into now?
Okay. I was going to say, and then it made sense.
It made sense because, okay, so today is actually the 5-year death anniversary for my mom. And every year besides the first year, this always happens. And I don't know if there's anybody out there who does it differently or like this hits them differently. My mom's birthday is on the 16th. Birthday means like the death or anniversary to anyone who's listening who may not know. And every time the week of, like, I know when it is, but I personally just, obviously I'm very forgetful, but I normally in life, like tomorrow, I'm like, what day is it? What day is it today? Like, I always forget, right? My anniversary, my own birthday. So all week, whenever it's leading up to her birthday, my brain and my body are living in two different realities. My brain is like business as usual. Okay, what am I making for breakfast? Okay, this is what I have to do. Okay, I have to go do this, whatever. Like going about my day, being like, you're fine. What's coming out of me, my body, my words are like malfunctioning. Like I'm crashing out, but I'm like, no, like I'm good. And then I will project like I did with my poor work bag that's like in shambles.
No,
and I'm like,
guys.
My husband's sitting on the couch watching me with scissors going fucking crazy. Like, where is it? I know it does. Like,
no, guys. She held up what was her bag. She holds up the inside lining, and me and our cousin Hafsa are like, oh my God.
It was bad. And then we're like going to dinner, which that is like, those of you who know, like when me, Sana, Robbie, and like our cousins, like the girls, when we get together, I genuinely feel like my insides realign. Mm-hmm. And I needed it. We went to Nobu. It was literally like a bad crack. I was like, dude, I feel good. I'm still like bumping into things, fucking shit up, but I'm happy about it. I'm like, okay, it's okay. Just let it happen. But then we're sitting and I'm like, oh, and it's my mom's party tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It was like
okay, like yes.
So that's what's going on.
I'm so high strung. So
it's a poor thing, dude. She fucking went through it.
Dude, it was a day. I was like, I just need to
drain yourself. But I get it. I told her, I was like, I get it. If it was me, I feel like I would feel.
You know, I was talking to Mustafa this morning and my brother, and I was like, it's really crazy because Sana and I are so like in tune, in sync.
Oh yeah, Hafsa and I were talking about that yesterday.
And so like here. Yeah. But I'm like, even then, so this podcast is like the first thing I'm doing with anyone else. Yeah. That's not my marriage, you know? So I'm like, I made a mistake.
It's like a version of a marriage.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, like, why is she gonna be mad? And then I'm like, okay, you know, but like things go wrong. Like I'm also like being level-headed and trying to like pep talk myself down. But then I'm like, it's not like a $5 million brand deal or some shit that we're like, you know, it's like I lost the memory card. We're here recording it again today. It's fine. And then you guys, right before we record this episode, Sana looks up and she's like, wait, we have the audio of the last episode. Why didn't we just post the audio? And we're looking at each other. Also, it took me an hour and a half to get to Sana's house with traffic.
Dude, that day she came, it took her an hour and a half. Then she came back today. We've been just in each other for the last 72 hours trying to figure it out. And then we see the audio file and it's like, it didn't register to either of us that we could just upload the audio this week.
We were doing physics in a car driving.
No, we were like, and go, and brake, and go.
And speed. Like, we didn't one thing to just post the audio. But no. No. Because
we persevered.
We persevered, and we were like, no, we have to do this. We have to come back to them properly. And here we are.
Yep, tail between our legs.
Yeah.
And just restart.
Damn near walked in like Game of Thrones, like shame.
Oh,
Shame.
I did text her that.
Sana was like, we'll do that.
She called, she was like, Sana, I'm getting my hair done. She's like, Sana, I'm calling time of death on the memory card. Like, I physically, I've gone to Tesla. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, I thought she was going to wait for me to come. And then we would just look forward together. And so she's like, I called time of death. And I'm like, that's totally fine. We're going to re-record. And when we re-record, if you've seen Game of Thrones, if you haven't, what the fuck? But like in Game of Thrones, the scene where she's like, they're walking through the town naked and everyone's yelling shame. I'm like, we're just going to do one of those.
And I was like, I will come naked.
I will come naked.
I will do that. I will do that for you guys, for her. I'm ready to sacrifice my life for Pakistan.
Speaking of
Pakistan Independence Day, 2 days ago.
Dude, today.
No,
what?
Today?
Yes, it was 2 days ago, but I'm saying we forgot that it was Pakistan Independence Day. We're like a Desi podcast. We didn't even fucking recognize our own nation.
Not our own, no. We were like playing hard to get. We're like, it's fine. She'll be around. That's okay. And then today I was like, wait a minute. It's just been one of those weeks. And like I said, I'm in the midst of house shit. I'm deep in the thick of it, you guys. I feel like I'm like forgetting what we talked about last episode, but bought a house, very excited. It's getting so real. I was just telling Sana that up until we bought the house, it didn't feel like, it felt like my house, but it's actually my husband's aunt's house. And so it's like, we bought her house. So I keep calling it her house and keep referencing it that way. And it's like such a big adult thing. And then when you guys came over, when I took you to the house yesterday, and you guys were like, oh, it's your house. I'm like, mine? What?
It was like a milestone because nobody else in our family has gotten a house yet. So it just felt like such like a huge milestone because Amna and Abdas do everything first, like the adulting thing first. So then because then they have to, because she's like, so the shower can only go up to, because they're like deep in the renovations. She's like, shower can only go up to here. So then that means that we have to do, and I'm like, so can we do a build-in vanity? Like,
Sana's like, can we add windows?
Stone? Like,
can we maybe, Sana, yesterday I showed her we turned a whole bedroom into a walk-in closet, and Sana's like, can we extend the wall out 3 feet? And I'm like, you mean like widen the house? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, no, that's not in the budget.
She goes, no, because there's brick behind it. And I'm like, oh, I see.
She's like, right.
So, like, none of us know anything about this. And
they what always, we're doing.
And Amna and Abdas always have to go through it first. But then I'm like, wow, look at you. You're a genius. You're thinking about the shower height. You're thinking about the fade and the lighting.
Really annoying.
Like, all these adulting things. And it feels like such a house. There's a yard and they're fencing. And, like, it's just such a
much and there's so much math. But not the fun kind. Like, the kind where you're measuring and it's like 3 and there's like, you're counting 4 lines. You're like, is this 314, 3?
Yeah, and then, so do you ever have to, first of all, the thing is, you're just not a math gal.
I hate math. I hate math except for a little bit of algebra. When there's an X and a Y, it's fun. And with the parentheses, fun.
Yeah. A little Pythagorean theorem?
No. PEMDAS? I'm like, that PEMDAS is where it's at.
Dude, I fucking love the Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem.
Something about it being a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I was like, I'm a genius.
I'm math. But I hate math and I have to do so much math. And then it's like, lately where I've been like really struggling with, and it's like I don't know what's to happen. And I will show a before and after on my Instagram, but like I just cannot decide what tiles to put in my bathroom. I'm like color, because the condo we live in now, so when I moved to Chicago, we lived in an apartment, loved that apartment, it was so great to us. And then after a year, we then moved to a condo. The condo, we renovated it like so millennial gray builder gray shit. And I knew it as we were picking it out because we were like, oh, we're only gonna live here like 2 more years and then we're gonna move again. The 2 years turned into like 5, 6. And so now
in this
I'm like,
economy.
And
guys,
don't
this
even
economy.
get me started. I'm about to turn this into like a a real estate podcast and talk about my HOA and shit, because it's crazy the things that we have to think about. And what was I just saying?
You made it like very like,
oh, I made it very like builder grade friendly.
Yeah.
So everything's white and gray and shit. But I am like, okay, now I can like do a little some, but like it's just so permanent. But it's so exciting. It's like the good kind of things. Like I'm complaining, but I'm complaining out of like joy.
No, it's all good.
It's
because
all good. Very
especially
HGTV.
because the neighbor stuff.
Oh yeah, and oh my god, once we actually move, then I can really deep dive, because like I still live there and I don't want to stay alive. But I have like a psycho neighbor situation, and it's just
it's such a situation.
It's just too much. It's not the reason why we're moving.
No,
but it
like,
is a good cherry on top, and it's like
to finally like, which is what we were talking about last time too, was literally a week ago, Amna had come over, and like they've been looking at places and houses for a long time, and then like settled here and are doing the renovations and stuff. So like they made a decision, and then just it was like
literally
48
within
hours
a week's
later
time. Yeah.
execution. And it's crazy because that same week, Amna was talking to me and she's like, we've been looking for a while, but like it felt like it's gonna come soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it felt like this is gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen soon. And then the way that it was put out into the universe, and we were like talking about it, was like, no, this is gonna happen. It's gonna be positive.
2 days later,
it's gonna be great. It's not it's like we're turning this around. And then it literally happened that week.
Literally within a week's time, I became unemployed, bought a house, re-employed. It's my mom's birthday. We've, all within a 2 weeks time. And like
our cousin's moving to New York.
Our cousin, my dad's in Pakistan. His wife, my dad has since remarried. His wife is not coming to America for the first time. Like there is just
it's a lot. And then it's like,
lot
why
going
am
on.
I we do this. Tell us if you guys do this too. Where like we'll have the craziest shit going on. And I'll tell my friend, I'll be like, I don't know, nothing's really up. I'm just like really tired lately.
Same old.
Just like wanting to be inside more.
Yeah, just, feeling a little empty inside. Like nothing too crazy.
When like we're like watching something like really dark, like twisted. And we're like, yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, I'm like, I came home and I'm listening to like a murder or something. And I'm like, putting blush on, thinking like life is good and fine. And I'm like, why would I be upset? There's nothing to be upset about.
There's nothing to be upset about. Life is good.
And then it literally, I tear apart my bag in my house and I go crazy. And then I'm like,
and we're like, oh wait, maybe this is projection.
Yeah. And then like once it hits, here's the thing with grief and with sadness, when sometimes you miss it. Like sometimes when it hits so hard, but when it hits so good.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I miss being sad, because when things start feeling too normal, it feels like that person is further away, or like the loss of that person is further away. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes complete sense.
And then when it hits me like a truck. The best way I can like visualize it is like it hits like an eclipse. Like you're like going about your day-to-day life, and then on like a random Tuesday at like 3 p.m. like it hits and you're like, oh my God. But then it feels kind of good because it feels like a release. But then I don't know, with her birthday, like it's like such a scheduled crash out. It's such a scheduled crash out. And every year I think I'm not going to, or every year I think I'm like, okay, last year I crashed out like that. I'm not doing that this year. And then like a new version of what a crash out looks
your
like.
Anxiety like finds a new way.
It finds a new avenue to like circle its way around. And then in our family and with us, like when it rains, it fucking pours. And so like everything just comes all at once. But it's okay. I had a good cry on the way here. I have a playlist. I have a playlist that I made. I'll share my playlist.
You should. I was going to say for other girls that are like, I need, like, because I feel that. I'm like, I need to feel that kind of pain sometimes. And for anybody else who's like lost a parent or lost someone, that might be a good like.
Yeah. So I'll share my playlist. I was thinking about it on my drive here too, where I was like, this podcast we want the vibes to be so lighthearted and stupid and silly, and we want to like, talk about gossip and celebrity shit, and like that's so what we're on all the time. We want it to be like a fun place for Desi girls to come.
We want you guys to come and be like, yes, exactly.
Yeah, and like we're actually in the living room with you guys, and we're like sharing a secret about our grandma who's crazy or whatever, like
or like my narcissistic dad.
That's what we're talking about, and
or like our parents being remarried or a divorce or
But normally we want to keep it like, we keep it very like light.
Yes.
And then I was like, one, this is our podcast. Like, it's us. So like, two, I'm like, I want this also to be like we keep saying it's like a girls club, but I'm like, no, but I want to share vulnerable, like when we're going through shit type things also, because one, I feel like I wish someone talked about grief and what it means to lose a parent in a Desi household when you're 20. I was 26. My brother was 22. So in your like early mid 20s, and then the shit that happens, the shit that people say, like the things you don't expect, like especially because my mom was so chronically ill for so long. I feel like if you have a parent that's chronically ill, you have at some point in your life thought about what life without them is going to look like. You've imagined it. You've come close enough to it. There's always like I thought this time would be the one, but now it's not this time, maybe next. Like every time feels like we're getting closer and closer. Yeah. It could be the end. It's always that level of like an extreme medical situation. So then when it happens, you really kind of think you know the playbook because you've thought about it 1,000 times over. And then shit comes so left field that you're like, whoa. This was not supposed to happen. Who said this was going to happen? So even I talked to my brother for like an hour and a half today. And we were talking about that, how like it feels like it's been 5 lifetimes, but it feels like it was yesterday. Just like so much of our life has changed. We've changed as people. It's so crazy. But I say all that to say is anyways, when I was driving here, that I was like, no, I want like I want this to feel like a safe space, but to talk about these vulnerable things and for it to like connect with someone, connect with someone. No, I feel like sometimes for me, I mean, Sana knows me, but I feel like when I can talk about like, what does death mean to you? And yesterday I moonbathed and I cried and I listened to music. What did you do to cope? Like when we have conversations like that, if I have conversations like that with anyone, that's when I'm like, oh, we're like,
yeah, that's what
solidifies to me that like you're my friend.
Because we were talking before coming here. Because dude, also first of all, that's so beautiful. I'm so glad you're explaining it that way, because I feel like people that have gone through it will be like, wow, like it just like that hits home for someone who can relate, you know? But I was going to say year 5 feels kind of crazy. It feels like a pretty big milestone.
It feels like such a big number.
Yeah, because like year 1 was like, okay, this is the first year. So that was really big. Not that every year hasn't been big, but just like a 5-year reflection feels like such a big gap of time.
We're like halfway to a decade.
Yeah, to
which
feel
is
like
crazy.
Oh wow, in 5 years, like yeah, like you're moving into a home, and like Mustafa's life has changed and your life has changed, and then not so much still, and you like find ways, and we always find ways to like bring her up, but still always, at 5 years, like for the rest of the world around us or you, it's like it's just crazy how quickly time has passed and how much has happened and how much, like how many memories we've made since she's been gone. Yeah. You know, because before it would be like, oh, wow, like she's not here. And it's like she was just here and now she's not here. And she was just here and now she's not here. Yeah. And now it's been so long that it's like, she hasn't been here. She hasn't seen the evolution of that. She hasn't seen the evolution of that. Like, holy shit, it just feels heavy.
And it feels like a different type of change and grief. I was talking to my brother about this earlier, where I was like, I feel like Mustafa and I lost my mom right at the cusp of the time in your normal life where you kind of like circle back to your parents and you become friends with them.
Especially your mom. Especially
oh my God, you guys.
Especially
me and my mom fought all the time. And now it's like a funny, silly, like, oh my God, we fought all the time. But at the moment, it was like, hey, you're crazy. No, you're crazy. And we like had such a stereotypical, it's me, my little brother, me and my dad. And I'm like, Dad. And my brother goes to my mom. And then my mom's like, she's crazy. I'm like, she's crazy. And then my brother's like, you both are crazy. And like, we just had so much of that. Yeah. And it's now looking back at it, it feels so small. But again, at the moment, it felt so big. Yeah. But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm like, wait a minute. She wasn't crazy. She was right. You know, like now it's starting to click the things that she was actually right about, which I would never actually admit to her.
Yeah, because
I'm only saying it to you guys.
Bold right. She's like she was a Libra, and she was like I'm right and I'm right. Like
she stood like 10 toes down.
She always stood 10 toes on her.
I would be like, fighting 10 toes even more that she's wrong. And now I'm like, oh, she's right. So that part does kind of suck. Like, not kind of. That part really sucks. That's the part I think at this age, every year something gets me. But this year, that's what gets me. Where I'm like, oh, we were like right at the cusp. And I see other girls with their moms who are like my age. And when I look at them with their moms, they look so young to me. And not like physically young, but they feel young because they still get to be young. Like, they still get to be like, mom and mom. But I'm like, oh, like, I feel old. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. I saw something on TikTok. The other thing is getting into our 30s. Dude, it makes sense what you're saying because I feel like even with my mom was a pretty chill mom. She had her own, every parent has their shit. But like, I feel like it was in my 30s that I feel like I became way softer with her or more like, oh my God, my mom. Before I was like, mom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've gotten softer. I see like our friends or our family becoming moms and I'm like, oh my God. And like our moms were that part of it, especially like, wow, we're 32 and at 32, our moms were doing this and
they had been done having kids. You know, like,
or the phase of like now thinking about having kids and inshallah when we do have kids, when I see what like really fucking kills me for you, like not to be depressing, but just like what kills me for you, but which me and my mom, and I always tell Muzi this too, I'm like, Muzi, when Amna has a baby, we're gonna all have to circle around, like all of us, because when I see every other person have their baby and be around their mom, I'm like, that's the moment that like everybody gets to be a baby.
Stop.
That's what
I can't cry on the internet this soon. I'm not gonna cry. I'm refusing.
I saw her Amna earlier and I was like, she had her moment already and we were just talking and like catching up on Carla's Barcy, and then I was like, so are you gonna cry in the podcast? You're gonna tell them what's going on? And she's like, well, I mean, I'm gonna tell them, but like,
I'm not trying to cry.
I need to, you know, like I have to trust them too.
Yeah, like I don't like being vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't love the sensation, or if I do, like once I do, like it's too much. Like,
yeah, then
I can't
stop. Aquarius.
Then I'm gonna be like, and like every day is gonna be like, and then, but I say holding back and like one, again, I'm not trying to cry on the internet this soon. I never assumed that was going to be me. So we're just gonna keep it all in. So one, I love you so much. That was so sweet. But I am very lucky. I am very lucky that I have such a good village. I was literally texting my hala and I was like, she's like an extension of my mother,
of course,
you know. So like,
Amna and my mom are like sometimes cut from the same. They just
but you were like that with my mom,
yeah,
too,
I was like
for
that with your mom
sure.
too.
And like,
but the way you guys get each other is like, yeah.
Honestly, on both ends, like on my mom's side and my dad's side, I have good women. Around me. I've always been around women and women who have poured into my own mom. So it feels like
you have
community.
Yes,
it feels like we're locked in. Yes. We're here.
For all of you that do have that, by the way, like be also grateful that you have it, because I think that all the time now. I'm like, it's such a privilege to have that. So yeah,
it is, and it's one of those things where I remember when I lost my mom, I went to my husband and I told him, I was like, look, I'm gonna be so honest with you, for the next year or two, I don't think I could stomach having a kid. You know, like I don't know how. I know girls who have lost a parent either while pregnant or very like they had just lost a parent and then they get pregnant like a month later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't even imagine the emotional term, at least at that time, like when I first lost my mom, I'm like, I can't even imagine like the emotional, how are you even like compartmentalizing, because you can't.
I doubt you can.
There's no way you can compartmentalize.
There's no playbook for that.
You know, like that's such a weird.
For young girls too, like as difficult as all of our moms are growing up, and they are all insane. They're so difficult. Crazy. They're so crazy. But like when you get older, just so you know too, I feel like that's a good point too, is like as you get older, your relationship will get better.
Oh, yeah. Once you start realizing that your dad's the problem, you're like, wait, my dad.
Some of us realize that really young.
I realized that a little too late. Like, because now before, again, you guys very stereotypical. We're like, before, you'd be like, Mom, you're crazy. And then I go, my dad, and be like, yeah, she's crazy. And now when I argue with my dad, I'm like, wait a minute.
She
said you did that and you did convince me otherwise.
We're also older now, so I feel like we see things more as women than we do as like,
especially being married
girls.
And being his wives.
Yes,
we're like, hey,
yes. Oh my
maybe
God.
you should have been in the birthing room. You know, like, that's kind of crazy that you thought you could get out of that.
Or like even my own, like my daddy, sometimes I'm like, you were a lot to my mom.
Sometimes I love, but also can't help but laugh like when our nanny gives us advice, because it's like so like, dude, I'm like, am I on the run? What are you saying? It's okay, I'll just go talk to them. And she's like, listen to me, go out the back door, don't tell anyone, then we'll circle back, then I will tell them this, and then you will say this, and then they'll think that. And I'm like, oh, please,
it's okay, I'm allowed to be out.
It's okay. She just stole my shirt, I will go get it back from her. Like, it's not that crazy. But
or they're like the way like our nanny and our grandmas move about men. They're very just like,
oh my God,
you don't think we've tolerated? You don't think we've gone through? I'm like, well, but okay, but like,
but you know what's so funny?
Do you want me to,
because
or my mom to?
One of my biggest like turmoils as growing up in like my teenage years, and my brother knows this all too well, I was so vocal in my house that like, well, you're not telling my brother to do, you're not telling Mustafa to do it, so why do I have to do it? Or they'd be like, Amna, take out the trash, and I'd look at my little brother, and because he's my little brother, and I'd be like, Mustafa, take out the trash, and they'd be like, why are you telling him to take out trash? And I'm like, he's a boy. Why are you telling me to take out the trash? He's a boy. What are you talking about? Or like my brother, and I have a 4-year age gap, and my brother, and now it's really cute, and it was cute then too, but like I was a brat because I was his older sister, but he was like a chubby little kid.
He's so
and
cute.
Anytime I wanted to go somewhere, my parents would be like, take your little brother, and I'm like, I have to protect him. And you're telling me to take my like little brother, and he's like bopping along with us, and I'm like, let's go, I'll take you to the movies with me, you're gonna go watch this movie with your friends, and I'm gonna go watch this movie with my friends. Like, and he's like, okay.
I just booped the mic.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember
where we did, but it's been a week. It's been a day. Yeah. It's been a week, and
well, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. Okay, like I said, sometimes I miss the sadness. Not sometimes. I love sadness. We watched Inside Out with Musa and Rimsha one time, and we were all like, haha, Musa's like joy, and haha. And then they said I was sadness, and I was like, hey. But then as I kept watching it, I was like, damn, I think I have sadness. Yeah, I'm like defending sadness. I'm like, they're being so annoying. Maybe if they just listened to sadness, they would have gotten
like laying on the floor like everyone's gonna die. And I was like, yeah, I do be doing that.
Sounded like, but everyone is
gonna die.
I would have thought that you were
anxiety.
No. What's the one? She's green and pink.
Oh yeah,
what emotion is she?
Oh my God,
can't recognize it. What is it? I'm like, not joy.
What is she? She's like attitude.
Yeah,
like
she's like fun,
sassy.
fashion-y.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love her too. Maybe her sadness and anxiety is me.
Okay.
And your sadness with a little bit of that angry guy.
No.
Oh, I have the angry guy in me too.
Because mine's...
You're not the angry guy.
Mine's
You're joy,
more...
sadness.
Joy, sadness.
The girl.
A little sprinkle of her. Who is the skinny one with the glasses? Anxiety?
The blue one?
Yeah.
That's sadness.
No, not the blue one. He's skinny and he has glasses on.
Like reason, logic, like
yeah. That's me.
Or like fear. What is
fear?
he?
Fear.
Yeah.
I'm fear. Hi, my name's Amna.
I'm
fear and sadness.
And I'm sadness and anxiety.
And joy and a little attitude. That is us.
Dude.
Anyway, we did have a confession last week, actually.
Oh, yeah,
it wasn't even a confession. It was
like
an
advice.
So I will read it to us.
Yes, and for context, we're really good at giving advice because I'm Api and she's Baji, and we're the oldest cousin. Only to Sam, not to you. But we're oldest cousins, and to our friends too. I feel like we're good advice givers. So hopefully you guys trust us. Hopefully we don't ruin lives out here. Also, this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
This was.
My husband had walked in, and when we were trying to decide, like, do we just do the audio, do we re-record, he was like, I would just do the audio because like that's so much easier and like less painful than sitting and talking for an hour again. And then I was like, well, to some.
We were like, actually,
not all of us feel that way.
Yeah. And then he's like, you're going to talk about the same things you did last time? And we're like, don't we always, though? Don't we always do?
While you find it, should I talk about Taylor Swift?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, Taylor Swift did an interview on her man's and his brother's podcast, which literally is so funny that we're not, like, it's like Taylor Swift's boyfriend, freaking Travis Kelce, the also popular guy. Also quarterback.
Also popular
also
guy.
Super Bowl winner, I guess. But so the interview, so I'm not like a Swiftie. I've never really been really into Taylor Swift. She's the same age as us, I think. She's like the same age, or no, she's a year older. She's like 32 or 33. But like watching the interview, I was just so intrigued by her because I just feel like she's just like a fascinating, hardworking person, like so fascinating. So I was like, okay, I'm really interested in her interview. So I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, wow. First of all, she seems so chill, so smart, so funny. I'm like, okay, like I really like this vibe. Also, I really like that she like put so much effort into her music in like a strategic way. Like she does a lot of the Easter eggs.
Yep.
And like things mean things. And I like really liked that. And I was like, I have like eras. I myself have eras of music. And like I've had like a big Billie Eilish one. Recently I've been in an Ariana Grande one for like 2 years almost, I think.
You have, yeah. You've been a rock solid Ariana girl.
And I'm obsessed with the Eternal Sunshine album, by the way. If anybody else likes it, let me know. If you like the deluxe version better, let me know because it's so much better. But my point is, I've just never had a Taylor Swift album. I've never had a Taylor Swift era. And I was just like, oh, this is so fascinating. Like it's 12 songs because her new album, The Life of a Showgirl, is 12 tracks because it's the 12th album. And then I saw that everybody was talking about track 5, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Why is everybody so excited about track 5? Like, what the fuck is track 5? And then I found out that apparently, like, however many years ago, her first couple albums, track 5 was the most like gut-wrenching, emotional song of the album. And so then she started making it a thing, and now track 5 on this album is called Eldest Daughter. And I'm like, oh my God, is this Easter eggs for me to spiritually align with Taylor Swift? Because I was telling Amna, like, Kobe Bryant loves Taylor Swift. Also 1.7 billion trillion people also love Taylor Swift. So who am I to deny
Taylor Swift?
You know?
I had my Taylor Swift era in high school or early college when she had the song like Enchanted and Love Story, and like she was in her early lover girl era when she was dating Taylor Lautner.
They dated?
Yeah, they dated when she was in that movie. Was it Valentine's Day? She was in that like rom-com movie, and he was in it.
I remember the movie.
They dated.
Oh.
She even brought him out to one of her shows once, and recently-ish, and one of her songs, the only ex of hers that I know of, that she wrote like a good song about is him.
No way.
Yeah, they had like a really good, sweet breakup.
You know, I have to say, because that Taylor and then his wife's name is Taylor, they have like a podcast.
He's into Taylors.
And, you're right.
Yeah.
They have a podcast and stuff. Something about him gives me a little bit the ick now.
I was literally talking to Hafsa about this last night. I was like, every childhood crush that I've ever had, as a grown man, I'm not as in love with them, and it really hurts.
Do you see the fucking fly?
Yeah, the fly came right by
I'm
me.
telling you. I like when they're like quiet away in the distance. I feel like when they're too spotlighty and it's like you were a child, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're not actually in the limelight and you're doing the influencer thing as a male actor, I'm just like not into it.
Yeah, it's a thin line before it gets like
It's been crossed.
Which like, not that the line's been crossed, but it just reminded me of the Jonas Brothers concert recently.
Oh, what about
anyone that's a Jonas Brothers fan? He brought out Jesse McCartney.
Oh, yeah,
and I was like, Jesse McCartney. That God, I would have actually cried when I was a kid.
Were you a huge Jesse McCartney fan?
I was a huge fan of his 2 singles. It's 2 singles that I know, but like
that's all it took at that time.
The thing is, Jesse McCartney and Aaron Carter were my first like boy crushes where I didn't know it was a crush.
Yeah,
but
you're just like I have these feelings. Like, what
I
is
like
this?
you and I'm
like,
scared.
I'm having dreams. I want to marry you.
Yeah, but like, what is that? Like, why do I feel this way?
Who was your first?
I'm pretty sure it was Aaron Carter on Liz McGuire when he's saying, "I want candy."
Dude, first of all, iconic scene.
Yeah,
literally iconic
My
moment.
original first crush, or like I would be like, oh, I'm married to him, and like we'd like play. You know, you like play out Barbies. Like I would play it out was Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. He is a cartoon, so
Okay, cartoon crush, him. My first cartoon crush was from Little Mermaid. Fucking Eric. Ugh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
really
That's a good one.
But as a like Disney character crush.
Yeah, mine started with
was-
Aaron Carter.
Yeah.
But that was like the Aaron Carter, Justin McCartney. I was like, what are these feelings? My real crush.
This was like love.
Like I was in love with him.
Teenage love.
Teenage love was Corbin Bleu in High School Musical. And simultaneously, same in that era, Nick Jonas, I was in love with.
And had you known he was going to be into a Desi
he's into
woman,
Desi girls, I could have had a chance. I think I've talked about this before, where like when he announced that he had diabetes, I saw my mom had lupus. And yeah, I find out that he had diabetes, and I'm like, no. Wait, what's going on, dude? When Camp Rock came out, my friends and I had a cake. A Camp Rock cake. One of my friends, her whole wall was Joe Jonas, and I was so jealous.
You know what
it was
really
deep.
kills me, guys, is like this era that she's talking about. Like she was like acting like a proper like middle schooler, right, at this time.
Okay.
And I'm at the same age range. We're literally 6 months apart. And I'm like into baby fat 50 Cent.
No, but we were literally on different, like same MTV channel, but like different slots, you know? And I would come to Chicago and Senna would crunch my hair and I'd wear her we had a baby fat photo shoot at like when you go to the studio. Magic photo. We should recreate one of those.
Yeah, and Amna had introduced me to skinny jeans and side bangs.
Yeah.
And the double popped collar.
And the thick like Ray-Ban glasses with the thick frame, but they're not
and a little
Ray-Ban.
bow in the headband. You
little,
loved a little
giant ass bow on the side of my head. I really wanted to just go further into my alternative rock era, but my mom did not allow it. She's like,
you would have gone in.
I wanted to get a fucking
piercing.
cut.
Dude, you would have?
I wanted to, and I want like the studded belts and like Abercrombie.
Oh my god, your mom must have been like, what the
and
fuck?
My mom's
my
like,
child's gothic.
My mom's like has always been so the opposite.
Yeah, she's like girly pop.
She's girly pop, pinks and butterflies, which I had that era too. But like I also had my little like, I want to be like, you know.
She was very alternative.
Like I'm listening to like, you know, screamo shit and whatnot. And
trying to shop at Spencer's but not allowed.
Again, my mom's not letting me inside. Hot Topic, she's like, we are not going in that demon house. Like, but yeah, it was a good balance.
Yes,
it was a good balance.
Always been.
Yeah.
My first crush was I don't remember this actor's name, but the guy that plays like the main character in Luck of the Irish and Smart House.
Yeah,
he was my first Disney crush that I was like shy. I was like, oh my god, like I had a dream. I think I like him. And then my like real like I'm devastated that he'll never love me. Like I'm devastated. Was Channing Tatum, dude.
Oh yeah,
or even Chris Brown, early Chris Brown. I'd literally be like, how do I get him to love me?
Dude, I was at that age, I was such a like one of those girls. I was like, I'm gonna go to the concert and like read a book, and he's gonna be like, she's so different. I'm gonna go backstage, like a whole Wattpad. Like
he would like.
I was like, I'm a hairy one unibrow, like hairy arms.
Know, but
like
they wanted us to feel that way because every music video, every movie we watched, like they created that yearning, you know?
Yeah,
and they
also,
were like. Ugh.
Now as an adult, like even I was going on this deep dive of like Justin Bieber, obviously, as we all do, especially after the Diddy shit came out. And I was like, he was like 16 and people were being really gross around him, which is like every girl in Hollywood's story, right? But I'm like, now as an adult, I'm like, wait, why were 30-some-year-old celebrities being so weird with a 16-year-old? That's so gross.
Yeah, because okay, when I was like falling in love with Billie Eilish last year, like genuinely like reconsidering my sexuality and everything, I was like, is this weird that I'm like obsessed with her? Like, is this a weird thing? And then imagine like a teenage boy.
Ugh.
You know, like it's weird.
That's so I can't even. Ugh.
If we right now were like acting like that over a 16-year-old artist, I'd be concerned.
No, that'd be a please call the cops, like somebody.
That's
you know?
like not.
We need to find a
and imagine
reporter.
And everybody's like grabbing at him. And it's like you don't want all these people.
Yeah,
like, that's so gross.
Like that's so weird. So
I don't know that
side
part.
little tidbit.
Yeah. Slow your roll, guys.
Yeah, calm down. Anywho, I did find the confession. Now,
oh my god, we're doing the confession an hour in.
So sorry, guys.
So sorry.
So it's been a week. Okay, this confession says, it started with my mommy. So mommy means your...
Wait, didn't we do this? Last week was the advice thing.
Advice. I'm such an idiot.
I was like, I can't do this again, mommy. Is
You're like, her mommy's back.
again?
No, it was a story reply.
Yes,
Silly.
yes. Somebody asked us for advice.
Someone asked us for advice. Dude, guys, we're not out of the woods yet. Okay. Someone said to us, I just realized I'm dating a narcissist and I don't know how to break up with him. So, Narcissist 101.
I could teach a fucking master course on dealing with a narcissist.
Okay.
A fucking
Where do we
master
begin?
course.
Basically, last time too. Oh, yo, don't scare me like that.
Sit down. If you're going to be a part of the pod,
Yeah.
you can't be reacting. Okay? Slow down. There you go. It's okay.
You're okay, buddy.
You're just a baby.
Anyways, I would like to know more context about like how old you are, how long you've been with this person, you know, a little bit more storyline to understand exactly what to determine how to go about it the best way. But honestly, if you know you're gonna if you're even questioning like I don't know how to break up with him, you obviously really want to. That's step number one.
And also, if you're not married, and even if you are married, you have to deal with the narcissist because it's never just gonna go away. If it's we're talking like a true narcissist, not like, oh, he's being narcissistic today, or he's being like, I'm saying like a true narcissist, and you actually know. If you're just dating, end it, absolutely end it, because there's no world in which you're gonna thrive. And if it's not
something that they're willing to like acknowledge and then work on themselves and like do the, you know,
you guys are in therapy and you're married and you have kids and you're like, I'm married to a narcissist, but this person's really aware, but usually they're not, and wanting to work on themselves and blah blah blah, we are not talking to you. And then you're like just trying to break up with him. Her question was how she should, right?
She says, I don't know how to go about it. My approach typically is one, to stay super calm and collected. Do whatever you can to find a way to get the ick from them as they're trying to gaslight you, or like, you know, like as they're like reacting, because I think what they want most is a reaction.
100%.
So if you are like icked out by them and you're like, dude, I'm done, I'm doing you a courtesy call, this is just like a, you know, the teams talked about it, like you're fired as an employee, blah blah blah, here's your severance package, like that's the mindset energy. That's the energy that you should go into, which is easier said than done.
Don't project back, don't mirror back, don't feed in, don't do any of that.
Yes. Again, easier said than done for sure. Sorry, go ahead. No, but I was gonna say that would be my like first thought process.
I feel like whatever you're gonna try to explain, I feel like don't do the explaining, don't do the like just trying to explain and do the paragraph thing with someone who's a narcissist and be like, these are the things that are bugging me, this is why, you're gonna get stuck in a loop. And if you're someone that's saying that you're trying to get out of the relationship but you can't yet, I'm gonna assume that you've been stuck in the loop where like you're trying to but you can't, and then there's always a justification, or you're being gaslit back into thinking that it's not actually that way, or this person does care, like whatever. Because I feel like the love bombing's pretty big with the narcissist too, and they'll find every crevice and every maneuver to make it feel like it's just always going to be a circle. Like you're never going to get out of the loop. So I feel like it's not worth engaging in a back and forth. And so I would recommend like whatever your piece is that you want to say to end it. And then like actually if you're actually ready, then do that and book it. Like dip out of there, clean cut, no back and forth, because you will get sucked back in. You will 100% get sucked back in.
Yeah, solid advice.
And we'll get more into my experience with narcissism on an episode that we're not also deep diving.
I mean, we're just trauma dumping to
exactly. We'll pick another
time
if you guys are interested in hearing about that.
Yeah. I am, and this is me totally fishing for compliments. Where I'm like, my love language is words of affirmation. So until I am affirmed, a wall is up. You know, where I'm like, I don't know. We always say like, this is such a journey we're doing together. Is our mic working, guys? Let us know. Like, we love the feedback. We love context. Yeah. So then sometimes I have to be like it. No one tells you that when you are about to do something like this, whether it's a podcast or you're just like making fun videos, you're putting yourself out there in any way.
Yeah, and being vulnerable.
And just it feels so vulnerable.
It does feel so vulnerable. It feels really vulnerable.
But what, in your mind, I don't know if other people are like this, but in my mind, my first instant, like, gut reaction is like all the people that I don't want listening to the podcast are like standing in a line. It's a listening party. They're all listening, writing notes, talking shit. And then I have to be like, and when you guys DM us and stuff, and it's like, I'm like, oh, it's like cute, fun, sweet girls being like, it's just us girls. Then I'm like, oh my God, what are we afraid of?
Yeah, so when you meet
like,
you guys or you send messages, it's like, oh my God, that really did.
Like, it's reaching the right girls. It's reaching the right
like
people.
Last week there was this girl, like I guess there was a couple people, but like one girl, while she was listening to the episode, she was messaging and was like, oh my God, I'm literally listening right now. And she was telling me that women actually, because we talked about periods and stuff, if you listen to last week's episode, and she was saying like the reason that I feel warmer during my period is because our body temperature actually does get higher, and that's why they say women are in heat. And I was like, so it was so fun, like interact. I was like, oh my God. And then somebody else was like, oh my God, I'm listening. And I was like, this is so fun that while you're listening, you're like giving us feedback. Because sometimes when I listen to a podcast, I'm like, I want to respond to this, or I want to tell them, and I'm like,
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, again, people that are listening because they like what. Hopefully, I hope so. You guys like what we're talking about.
But yeah, it's like really hard. Because you hope that it skips over the people in your real life. Almost like some of our friends listen and stuff too, and we know and we love that because they are totally fine and already know everything about us anyway.
Yeah.
But like I'm like, you just kind of hope it skips over like the community of people that you know.
Like in my mind, I'm like, oh, my like nani in Pakistan is like, someone's giving her a transcript of what's going on, and they're all having a meeting about it, and like that was like that's where my brain goes.
There was a girl that was like, dude, it's pretty. I think it was a random girl, and she was like, it's pretty fucking brave of you guys to like talk about the shit that you guys talk about as they see girls, and I was like, what the fuck am I saying?
What have we been talking about?
What the fuck am I saying? That she's saying I'm brave. But then I'm like, it does help that like Amna's mom is not here and my parents are divorced. Yeah. And like, I swear sometimes I'm like, that is the recipe that created the podcast and the reason we're able to be like, fuck this, fuck that.
They're like, I don't give a fuck. This is like,
fuck. Yeah. Like, we totally get it that you guys give a fuck and are like, well, I could never.
And we do give a fuck is a problem in real life. Like we're all talk. And then when we're faced with it, we're like, oh my God. Like my dad's like, oh, I watched the episode and I'm like having a panic attack. I'm blocking YouTube from his TV. I'm like, what do you mean? Don't listen.
Especially with the things I want to say. I'm like, I need my dad not to be watching or listening to this.
So I'm like, all that to say is, then I have to like check myself and be like, wait, no. Good thoughts, good feelings, good girls, good people, good vibes.
People, good girls.
Good girls.
Good girls and bad girls.
Yeah, good girls,
all
bad
girls.
All girls and good vibes.
And gays.
And theys.
And theys.
And like, this is a safe space. This is our
we just
safe
need to feel
bubble.
like it's safe for us too. We're making it safe for you guys.
I hope
but
so.
Can someone make it safe for us?
I want it to feel like a safe. No, it is like you kind of have to exist in like a delusional bubble.
You really do,
and be
right?
like, okay.
I know.
So it's nice when the delusion is validated.
Yeah.
Like so far, knock on wood, that anything that has been a quote unquote negative thus far, I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah,
that was so scary because it's something that I still I'm like
and it's
standing
usually
10
a
toes.
boy who's like,
and it's like some weirdo and sitting
literally
like on this
not to
dark
say that you
computer.
can't be constructive, please.
Please be constructive.
Criticize us up. One of our friends was like, the angle is a little, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. So we fixed the angle. So that kind of feedback. We're
good
in it with
feedback.
you guys. We want to grow with you.
Yes.
Should we do Can I Be a Bitches?
Yes.
And Love Island. I had something to say about Love Island reunion. Do you have something to say on it too?
No, just that it's happening and I'm ready.
So Love Island reunion, I think, was filmed Wednesday. Like, it was filmed during this week, and I don't know when they're releasing it. But then Nick and Olandria and Amaya and Brian went on Watch What Happens Live. Yeah. Well, that too.
Okay.
But they went on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and the reunion's going to be hosted by Andy Cohen and Ariana Madix, which I'm really fucking excited about because who I want to be is Andy Cohen. The way this man asks questions, but also still everybody loves him. But like, he will really be like, so Huda, why did you do that? So, but Shelly, why were you mad at
to be Anderson Cooper, and they're
Ace
besties.
Yeah, and they like travel together and they live life
that's
together.
Literally who we want to be.
And fun fact, he was also friends, and Andy Cohen was really good friends with the person who played the woman who Natasha whatever. Natasha. What's her real name?
Bedingfield?
No. who played the mom in Parent Trap, who was also married to Liam Neeson, who died on a ski trip.
Who's now with
Pamela Anderson. Thanks, Teffy, for that whole deep dive. Who, apparently she was really good friends with Andy Cohen. But anyways, he has like a cool group of friends. He's best friends with like Carrie Bradshaw.
Oh.
As in like fucking Sarah Jessica Parker. So yeah, super fucking cool guy, it seems like. But anyways, he was talking to them, and first of all, Nick and Alandria are so fucking in love. It's really fucking sweet.
She's so gorgeous.
Dude, her posture and poise, I'm like,
face guard, her body, dude. I'm like, I would be unstoppable.
She literally had Nick in tears. Like, they're just like building, like, it looks like they're building such true love. I really fucking love it. Amaya and Brian, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. They're having a good time, and I like that. Having a time, yeah. Have a good time. They are so fucking cute, but it's definitely not gonna last. But Andy Cohen does say that on the reunion, they're gonna show the entire clip from the Heart Race Challenge, and I can't fucking wait. I can't wait to see that whole thing. And then what else? Oh, and then they went on Fallon. Mm-hmm. Saw that. I was gonna tell you guys this when we were talking about the Taylor Swift interview. I want to know what you guys think about Travis Kelce and her, because like in the beginning of the interview, I was I don't know, like I want to feel protective of her, but then I'm like, she's a woman, she's in her 30s, she knows what she's doing, but I'm like, I just want to be protective of you because I hope that this isn't a situation where someone's just like, because she seems so smitten, and then I'm like, I'm sure that's exactly why she doesn't want to be in the public, for people to like speculate things like that. And I think boys in general are bad at being like, as like cute and like that whole thing about their relationship. Like I get that, because like Moosey's like that, like I get that, but then I also am like, do we trust him? Do we like him? Is he here for the right reasons?
Yeah. So I'm just dying laughing because Moosey's like right next door. Moosey's like sitting on the couch, peeking his head out like, me?
Did he do that?
And we're like, do we trust him? Is he someone we trust? Is he someone we even like? No, but I get what you're saying. I kind of feel a little indifferent about this relationship.
Yeah.
I am kind of past it.
You're bored
with Taylor Swift. I'm like, okay, like good for you.
Do it or don't.
It's not really like
festering in your head.
It's not really doing anything for me. You know what I mean? Like Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson is doing more for me. You know, like where I'm like, oh, what are they? Oh my God, they're so cute. But like with Taylor, I'm like, okay.
He hasn't dated someone. Liam Neeson hasn't dated someone for 16 years.
16 years?
Yeah, after his wife died.
Oh yeah, because I was like, wait, she died 16 years ago?
Yeah.
She died 16 years ago? No, she didn't. I feel like she died 2 years ago.
No, Amna, she died a long time ago.
On a ski?
Yeah.
I swear I'm going to look this up
Look it up.
Because I swear she just passed. 2009? Whoa.
So he waited 16 years to date someone, is what I was saying.
Hey, waited longer than my God. Like that. It's like, what? 16 years? Whoa, I was scared to say it. I was like, I had like 7 different jokes pop in my head, and I was like, whoa.
Whoa, we don't even know how they feel about this yet.
Whoa, slow your roll. Like you said, you opened up, and now you can't close. Like,
bitches?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I remembered mine. I saw someone say this on TikTok, and I was like, you know what? Abso-fucking-lutely. But basically, they were like, I can't fucking stand when someone's like, I don't really like to gossip and stuff. Like, I just don't really like to gossip. And there's a difference. There's the people who like can't shut the fuck up and are gossiping and are like mean. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? But if we're like talking shit in a harmless way about like fucking juicy gossip, okay? Like,
just honestly, it's like public record news.
Right, okay? Yeah. So it's like, and they're gonna be like, oh, but they're not excusing themselves from the room. They're there. They're in it, but then they're just kind of like, I didn't like...
They wait till the very end.
It's like, shut the fuck up and go then. Who's inviting you to this fucking kumbaya? Then don't be a part of it.
You know what I, like, follow up to that I can't fucking stand? Is the people that are with that complex, which valid, but if you have that complex, why are you coming and asking me for the tea? That drives me insane. I can't stand when it's a one-sided information transfer.
Dude, actually, same. I have had friendships that I have like fallen off from because of that. I would feel like I'm going in and it's like a information dump for them, and I'm like,
and there's like nothing on the other end. That's something that I have a really hard time. I understand, like, okay, sometimes you're busy and like whatever, you guys don't catch up. But in my mind, when we catch up, we are going in, and we are doing it. We're not, there's no boundary, you know, like it's all in.
We're here for
so
business.
So if you're one of those people that is like, I'm just not about gossiping, then you are not allowed to know about it, ask about it.
Yeah, then don't ask me about gossip.
Don't ask me.
And don't fucking sit here and try to pry about then what do you don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you're full of shit.
That's
like,
a good
please.
one. Yeah, everyone likes it. Everybody likes it.
Yeah. If they don't, then they're not listening to us anyway. So,
probably, yeah. Okay, my can I be a bitch? And guys, like I said, it's been a couple days. I've had 3 and I keep forgetting them. So, how, you know, like on a wedding night, you decorate the bride and groom's room, right? If you are going into the bride and groom's room and you are like trying to be funny and you're putting like penises everywhere and like trying to do like
you look
weird,
so angry
funny
right now.
jokes. No, I cannot stand that. I cannot stand when people try to be funny on other people's wedding nights, or like, oh, we're gonna set the alarm and just gonna wake them up and we're gonna do this. I'm like, how desperate are you to get in that bed with them? Like, that's crazy. What is wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you?
Wait, we did the clock thing for Moosey's cousin's wedding. We put an alarm for like midnight or 3 a.m. and put it somewhere where they like couldn't find. I thought that was funny.
If someone did that to you and it's 3 a.m.
Okay,
like, there's has to be like a time cutoff. Like anything past 2 a.m. is like way too much.
Yeah, I'd be mad, I'm sure. But
like,
they laughed.
Well, I love that they laughed.
What if she didn't laugh? But
she might not have, because I would only outwardly laugh to like save face, but inwardly I'd be like, wow.
I mean, it wasn't my idea, but I was like,
I just don't like that because, dude, also Desis are notorious, and I feel like it's not talked about enough. How, especially in like Pakistan, but like back in the day, especially the wedding night decor was next level. It's like a canopy.
They're like all
roses.
sitting in the bed together. I'm like, for a culture that doesn't like men and women talking, this is a bit much.
There's a photo shoot. Like, oh my God, dude. I'm like, I wish I had a photo shoot where like the bride is sitting back in like the 90s and 80s. The bride is sitting in the middle of the bed. It's a flower canopy. Her lehenga's all spread out around the bed.
Dupatta covering everything but her lips.
Yeah, it's so pretty. And like,
this is what we were doing when we were playing Dulhan.
This is literally what I was doing. Oh my God. One of our aunts got married. We were like 6 maybe when one of my aunts got married, and they did her wedding night at like another aunt's house. She had an extra bedroom, and they were gonna have the house to themselves.
On our side or your other side?
Our side.
Oh, okay.
And so they did. Like,
I was shunned from the family for a while because my mom ran away and married my dad, but we'll get into it. So that's why I don't know.
So anyways, so I wasn't there, but so they had this like flower canopy, and it was so beautiful. It honestly could have been like 3 petals, but to me, I was like, this is my dream bedroom. So I was it was my dream bedroom. I was like, a bedroom with flowers all around the walls, and I want this. So I was trying so hard. Like once they went in and everyone like did the ruxati and like we walked them to their room like weirdos, I was like, guys, I'm sleeping here tonight. And everyone was like, Amna, you aren't. My mom was like, I will murder you. And I was like, no, I'm announcing that I'm
Dude, you were
there.
Willing to get your ass beat for that?
Because I didn't understand what was happening in there. So I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get why they get to sleep in there and I don't get to sleep in there. That's fine. I'll just be in the middle. No, I'm not even going to be in the way and put me at the bottom of their feet. Like, please let me sleep in the same bed. I just want to be in the room. And they were like, obviously they were like, you're not. And I'm like,
how awkward.
Please.
Oh my God.
Dude, I mean,
so
can you
funny.
blame me? It was so nice.
That's hilarious. You're like, what's the problem?
So
I don't even take up space.
I don't take up space. Also, we like just met our husband. I'm like, we just met you. Like, why don't you sleep outside? Like, girls' room, boys' room. But I obviously have a very profound respect for the decor. The decorum.
The parampra
of it all.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I am not a fan of the pranks on the wedding night. There's like a cutoff time. Like after midnight, like guys.
Don't fuck with her.
Like
Fuck yeah.
Like, it's what are we doing?
It is a little weird that they go in and florally decorate the whole bedroom.
It's also weird who does it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's also weird that they like walk them up to the hotel room with the Quran over their head.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Or even the car thing, even my wedding, I'm like, dude, this is weird. Like, you're walking me to my, like, sex car. You know?
Sex car.
Or taking me to my sex room. Like, it's just weird. It's so weird.
Dude, also, there's like I didn't know
Oh,
this.
yeah. There's like
there's a tradition of like you get a wedding night gift. So
yeah,
like a push
a sex
present.
night gift.
Basically.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. And I was like, what? Had I known that? Like,
I don't know if I got one. Did you guys all get one?
I don't know. I guess some people do it, some people don't, but I'm just letting you know, PSA, bring it up. Be like, hey,
Bring it up.
Because like,
if
it's
some
a
girls are getting
tradition.
one, you should get one.
Yeah, it's basically like a push present, you know? So be like, it's tradition.
Like a push present.
It is. So yeah, just make sure you remind your like your in-laws and your family and your husband, and you know, add it to the list.
Yeah,
of
for
traditions.
your swagrat gift. I just need to know if that's a real thing.
What?
Oh my god, dude, now I'm realizing, like, imagine if the people that could listen to this and I'm like, your sex room, your sex gift. Like, shut
I
up.
know, we're really going in like waves of like confidence and like panic, and then confidence and panic. That's
and then
us
we'll
all
put
the
it out
time.
there and we're like, nobody's listening.
And then it comes up to us and we gaslight them, and then
Like,
we
what do you mean?
forget what we said the last
Like,
time.
dude,
And
my father-in-law made a Instagram, and
I
as
thought you
soon
said
as
he
like,
listened.
no,
I was like,
I should block it from their YouTube and stuff though, because I wouldn't even want it to like pop up. But I went on my Instagram and I was like, oh my god, I have to block before he finds me. But I'm like, guys, like, we should have a rule. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be trying to be an influencer. Trying to have like my father-in-law on Instagram watching me. I can't do it.
It's hard enough
It's a
to
separate life. It's a separate life.
Yeah, it's hard enough to get like footage or like take fun videos and poses with like, you know, your dad or like uncle sitting around and they're just like waiting for you to finish, and now you're embarrassed and you're like,
my
no,
God.
just take the photo, just take the photo, just
Yeah.
take the photo, like, you know, and
Yeah. like that one girl who's like got like so stressed out about, and then her brother's like, we already think you're a loser, just do it. I was like, I get it. My brother does that all the time.
literally, dude. Or you and I, dude, we'll talk about it. We'll be like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, we should do this reel, we should do this, and then we'll be like, yeah, we're getting dressed up. Let's do it at the family function tonight with our
Every time
channel.
it's a fucking family function.
And then
and
we're
then our
there.
whole family's like, none of our family is like social media
You
people.
guys, we have such a we have so many family members, such a big family. They're all very private.
all of them, the young
All
ones, the
of
old
them
ones,
are so
my
private.
sister,
Oh, she's
I don't
like,
know how we grew up in the same anything, because she wants to take her iPhone, chuck it, and get a fucking old school BlackBerry.
she wanted us to be on board. She's like,
Yeah.
guys, I have a brilliant idea. We're all getting rid of our phones. We're getting like flip phones. I'm like, oh, like in addition to our phone, it's like a fun little. And she's like, no, like we're
And I
going off the
literally
grid.
asked her yesterday, I'm like, okay, Rob, so if we're at dinner and you want to take a picture, she's like, I don't want to take pictures. And I'm like, you're right, you don't take pictures.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, how did we all grow up in the same house?
I don't know, but all in that to say is when it's like just us two being like,
Guys, every time
Every
it's just us
time,
two.
it's
And then
like-
my brother, her brother, where they're all like fucking losers. Oh,
Yeah.
here they fucking go with their fucking photos. And I'm like,
yeah, and we're like, okay, next one, next
next
pose.
one, we gotta get content. They're like all waiting behind us.
Oh no, it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
And now it's funny, so we don't care, but like it is just too much. We can wrap here.
I think we should wrap up.
Yeah, let's wrap.
Thank you guys so much for listening to
That's
all
the
our
end
chaos.
of today's episode.
End of today's
So
episode.
hopefully a good juicy one.
Hopefully we don't lose this one. I am learning.
If
And
we lose this one, I'm jumping off a cliff.
yeah, no. If we lose this one, that's it. That's the end of the.
No,
whole-
we're downloading on the laptop.
No, we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
But
Thank you so much for listening. Do all the things, like, subscribe, message us. We're thirsty, clearly.
Clearly.
Send us your confessions. Ask us for advice. We're really good at giving, like, I think,
hopefully,
boy
good advice.
school advice, family advice, maybe not, but, like, send us whatever you want. And, yeah, we'll talk to you
Yeah.
guys next week when I'm Tanner.
yeah. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.